Here's something oldie but goldie, this splitter. That is for a friend now, but I wanted to make a little display of how it works and what it can do. So it is a signal splitter. It has one input here, output here, and it has three loops, three effect loops, so if you want. So you can send a signal, and then based on the setting of these potentiometers you can dial in the amount of how much this input signal will be affected by one of those three effect channels. If you want to have a through, then you have to disable one effect. This one is disabled now, so this is open. Here, let's send a signal. It sounds like this, dry, some rhythm, and as you maybe can hear or not with this telephone microphone, so this is now all zero. The signal is still going through a little bit, so you cannot completely zero it out with this. At least with the line signals, I don't know if it's different with guitar, probably because this is actually made for the guitar. Maybe the signal is a bit weaker there, but line signal seeps through, at least if it's very hot, and I have it very hot. Or we can also put it louder here on the amp, but if it's very hot it goes through. Just so you know. So three different effect channels. The first one here is dry. It's the gristleizer, also very old build of mine. It does this to the sound, very destructive. Also, gristleizer works much more on voice and decay of a guitar or something than this, but just for the demo sake. So, first effects channel, here the sends and here the returns. Second one is reap, is the tone control. Can put the bass up, for example, on this one, and if you have the, here, let's say the dry one, sounds like this. But this is then more a demo of this pedal, which can boost the frequencies. Boosting the highs or also the lows with resonance. Yeah, so, and then here's the other, the weird delay, double delay, Fernweh, self-built based on the PCB from Jupiter Effects, JPTR Effects. So here we still have the dry, but of course we can also take the dry out, and then you only have the wet effect. Let's change the cascading. And here's the bass boosted. And let's bring in the distorted, whatever, fucked up, crystallized. Of course, also here we can just take this to become a dry by just switching it off. So you're very versatile in that sense. If you have effects that have a true bypass, or like just a bypass switch, then you will be able to use 3 channels of wet signal, but depending on your effects change, you can just dry it out and suddenly switch the dry signal from here to there if you want to use that effect. So you can use them all. If you don't have the dry bypass switch on your effects, then you can use 2 at least and use the first channel that is normal to the dry signal that goes through. That means, but that still means that the first signal goes fully to all your effects, and you can dial in those. The other thing you can do, despite of this effect loop thing, is it works as a splitter. So you can take the incoming from here, so from here, and I don't know if you hear that, it's a little bit louder, it's like really a little bit boosted on those channels, and these dials don't work. But if you send in the signal here and take the output, then this works as an attenuator, meaning you can send 3 signals. Let's see if there's some noise from the delay. No, I don't know how to get noise from the delay here. But you can use it as a mixer, kind of very basic 3-channel mixer with attenuator. They will come out from here. If you send something in here, you can use it as a splitter, use the signal here, and if you send something in here, only 3 different things, you can use it as a mixer. It does not have to be a loop, you know. So now we boost the signal. You can also do that. Boost and distort slightly. It doesn't sound that bad with this signal, at least, I think. Yeah. So, 3-channel splitter, 3-channel mixer, and one thing also has to be said, it does not work with all pedals, because they have different kind of outputs. I have witnessed that some pedals they get really distorted, because the output from here is quite strong. Meaning, if you have a very weak signal, you can also use this as a booster, and as we just tried with the feedbacks here, feedback loops, then you can also really boost some signal that is weak. This is all not very high fidelity. As I said, it was built for guitar, and with other signals it tends to get a little bit distorted, but for noise purposes I think it is a really nice thing to get more out of an effect chain. Of course, you can also make loops of several effects and then kind of make this kind of feedback thingies with those. And some have also like stereo input and so on. So you can make like really nice routings with this and use this as a routing controller for your experiments.